All right, so as hopefully all of you know, your zoo is the most sustainably operated zoo in the world. Do you know that? By a lot. No peer, which is pretty cool, right? Who would have thunk it? Cincinnati? San Francisco being talking about, they're terrible. They don't do anything. So Portland, whatever. So greenest zoo in the world, which of course is not even close to being good enough, right? In fact, I would argue and challenge folks to find an organization anywhere that has a program that's as deep and as wide as ours. Any organization. Because if you do know, I want to go visit them because I want to go learn something, right? So our plan is how to take that to the next level, go around our 2025 plan. So in 2025, we will be 150 years old, second oldest zoo in the country. And so to celebrate that and to strive for that and push for that, within that plan is a net zero everything goal. So that's net zero energy, net zero water, net zero waste, all that stuff. And the big picture, the way we're going to achieve those things, among other things. So for example, on net zero water, right? Like net zero water, why are you saving water in Ohio? We have too much water. Why is that a big deal? Well, it's a big deal because we have a lot of stormwater problems. It's the biggest environmental problem in this town, right? Because we send sewage in the Ohio River, 15 billion gallons a year, and we put it in our neighbors' basements too. And where it goes in our neighbors' basements is based on the color of your skin. That's a problem. Everybody, you know what I'm talking about? Yes. It's a huge problem. So what the zoo is doing literally right now is we're in phase 2 of 4 where we're capturing 100% of the rainwater that hits our property, cleaning it and reusing it, and that's how we're going to get to net zero water. It's not some BS 2040 vision plan that we don't really know how we're going to get there. We're actually doing it, and it's already started right now. Partnership with MSD and the EPA and UC and some others, so super awesome. It's going to save us a ton of money, by the way, so that's all good. And then the net zero energy. Do you know we have a 650-acre farm in Warren County? It's pretty cool, Boyer Farm, just between Lebanon and Mason. And we have a development gig with Malink, who did our array in our parking lot, to do another 20 megawatts, which would be way more than we need. But our properties will be producing 3 to 4 times what we actually consume. So that'll be a check that box with some other cool projects. And then the other one, the net zero waste, is actually the simplest, but also the hardest in this town. Right? I mean, one of the frustrating things about Cincinnati is organic waste diversion is a major pain in the ass, right? There's no composting, no AD, no nothing, which is crazy to think that we're still there like 2019. But we have a couple things we're looking at. One is some pretty aggressive composting plants on our property. I'd rather not put stuff on a diesel truck and send it 20 miles away, but it's better than what we're doing now. Or some on-site super tight in-vessel composting with some technology out of Europe. Again, super frustrating. We got to go to Europe for things like that, but that's where it's at right now. So that'll achieve that as well. But the other component to that is whenever we're doing any of our sustainability projects, we always have an eye towards our neighbors in Avondale and how what we're doing, we can then parlay that into our neighbors, into our home of Avondale, to make Avondale a better place to live and so people can thrive. So through our net zero energy plans, that's one of the places that was born this idea of partnering with Duke and Donovan Energy and Mill Creek Alliance to go through the neighborhood of Avondale and replace every light bulb with LED. All churches, all nonprofits, all everything. We're quite a way, we're about 20% of the way through that. And when we finish that project, over say a 10-year period, that'll save the neighborhood of Avondale several $1 million in utility bills. And there's a neighborhood in this town that needs a few $1 million, it's Avondale. So that money can stay in our neighborhood and be used for food and programs and services for the folks that need it. So those are kind of the big high-level ideas that we're pushing on and that are happening as we speak at your local zoo.